So I thought I would do a video and talk about what exactly a session is. So if you're new here, my name's Kenzie. I'm an animal communicator. I communicate with animals through telepathy. I do my sessions remotely, so I ask for a photo, I ask for some details about the animal, very, very minimal details about the other humans that are in the home and the other animals that are in the home. And then I connect on my time and I record the session, I ask some questions, and then I send them off to you once I'm done. So with every session that I do, I have a list of questions that I ask for animals that are living, and then I have another list that's slightly different for animals that are in spirit. So things that I ask animals during my sessions are things like, give me a sense of your personality. So it's always nice to open the floor and let the animal have a chance to kind of show themselves, give me their personality. I also ask them if there's anything they want to share with me right off the bat. Is there anything that I need to know that you want to tell me today? Then I go into asking them things like about their food. I ask them about their food. I ask them about their water. Asking about food is fun because I also ask about how their tummy feels digestively after they eat. And that's when I get messages in the sense of like body sensations, because animals will show me in my body how they feel. But that part is also really cool too, because sometimes animals will show me things like butterflies in their tummy or like feeling anxious. And it doesn't always mean that it's the animal that's feeling that way. Sometimes they're showing me how their human is feeling. I also ask about like their water, if they like where their dishes are located. I ask them about their daytime and nighttime like sleeping arrangements, where they like to rest. I ask them if they feel safe in their home, if mom or dad or their brother is doing anything that they dislike. It's kind of fun to have those kinds of conversations with the animals because it really gives them an opportunity to have a voice and speak up about things that maybe are bothering them that their mom and dad can change. I also ask them, what do you love to do? What do you love about your home? Do you want to do anything this weekend? And then usually when I'm finishing up, I ask them if they have any advice, and I go through every family member. So mom, dad, brother, sister, ask them if they have any advice for them. I also ask them about their animal siblings. What do you want to share about them? Also, does your animal sibling want or need anything that you're aware of? And then I can share that message with your mom and dad. And then I also ask them about their soul contract. So that's basically what a session looks like for an animal that is living. I also do sessions with animals that are in spirit. And the slight difference with those ones is that I ask them about how their body is feeling, how their body is feeling now, how their body in spirit is feeling compared to their physical body. I ask them about their transition. I also ask them if their mom or dad or family needs to know anything about how they were cared for at the end of their physical life. I also ask animals in spirit if they have any advice for their family members and their soul contract. But I also ask them about if they have any favorite memories that they want their family to think of and remember. That's really sweet because I see some really cute things. And sometimes it's just like a simple, like they went on a picnic or they went on a hike together. But it's so meaningful because that's just like a really special memory that they can, remind you of and you can think of and remember them. I also ask them if they are sending their family any signs to let them know that they're still with them. So I've gotten some pretty cute answers with that one. Sometimes they don't make any sense to me, and sometimes it's something that you are going to have to keep an eye out for. But it's a really fun question to ask. And usually with my form that I have that people fill out before a session, they will have the opportunity to ask one question. And so that's, you can ask a little question to your animal that I can ask, and I don't look at it until the very end. So yeah, that's what a session for animals in spirit looks like. When I do these sessions, it's really important for me to know as little as possible about your animal. So if I get an email from somebody requesting a session and there's like a huge paragraph where they're sharing way too much, I honestly, no offense, I don't even read it. Because when we do these sessions, it's really important to know as little as possible, and it gives the animal a chance to tell their side of the story. Because if I get all this information from their family, that's going to be in my head. And when I'm sitting there and I'm trying to connect with the animal, my brain is starting to try to fill in the blanks with the stuff that their family has shared with me already. So it's really good for me to just know as little as possible and just kind of keep things really open and let things kind of flow. And it makes the sessions a lot easier for me as well. I can also do sessions as live Zoom calls. I've only done this practicing with other classmates, so it's something that I'm open to and that I can do. I'm also just learning that sometimes there are outside things going on like noise that I find really distracting. But I did a workshop a couple weeks ago and we did a big group meditation. And during the meditation, the other half of the building that we were in had other people renting it out. And they were talking and they were laughing and they were just being, well, loud for me because we were doing a big group meditation in the other room. And I found it so distracting and it was frustrating. But then at the end of it, one of the ladies was just saying, that's just life. Like, you can't expect to be in like a soundproof bubble. You just kind of have to learn to accept it and acknowledge the sounds and the activity of life and just kind of acknowledge it and then let it go. So that really changed perspective for me because I always get really frustrated when I start to hear outside noises pulling me out of telepathy land. So I'm just learning to accept those things as, life as normal noises and try not to let them trigger me so much. But that is something that is challenging with live sessions because it's a whole different ball game. You have somebody looking at you, you're worried about what they're thinking and also trying to connect with an animal at the same time. And it's not like I can sit and think about these things for a while. It's kind of like the person's right there in front of you. So it is something that I think I'm going to start offering because it is a good thing to have variety, but it's definitely something that's outside of my comfort zone.